Hey everyone, I'm Mark Daniel Nelson here with Make My Music. Today I want to talk about staying healthy and headstrong in the music industry. So I wanted to kind of think about, process, talk out loud about your mental health, things to do to make things easier, the push that gets you over the final line, and just feeling good about yourself. When I first started, it became really apparent that it wasn't going to be easy after about a year. I made very little money as an assistant engineer. I spent 60-hour weeks working for nothing. I canceled out a lot of things in my life for the sake of this career. Now, looking back, I probably would have changed little things, but the little things I would have changed, I would have made bigger impact in making sure I protected myself health-wise. Let's focus a little bit on what someone feels when they're being creative. As a producer, mixer, as a songwriter, as a guitar player, I'm inspired to create. And when it goes really well, you're able to obtain some kind of feeling that you can't even describe in words. It's like love. It's like the best drug in the world. It's like amazing everything is happening. And it's incredibly addictive. Now, the thing with your career, or if you're a player, musician, is your mind. You're second guessing it. You have to let yourself breathe. You have to let yourself take a moment, deep breaths, take time off. Give yourself other hobbies outside of that creative field. The biggest thing for me was to find something else in passion that made me feel the same as playing guitar, playing piano, mixing music, creating music, because you can't bet it all off that. As a creative person, there's been times in my life that things didn't go where I wanted it to go. The people I worked with didn't do the things that I was hoping they were going to do. And it's devastating. Sometimes it can be disastrous. Sometimes it can be small enough that after a while you get a lot of those, it snowballs into something bigger. But it's always in your gut. It's like a big fist in your stomach that you just want one more thing to make it work. Now, this goes with everything in music. As a performer, as a singer, as a producer, as assistant engineer, you just have to find other things in your life. Exercise, meditation, prayer, whatever works to pull you away from it. You're going to need it, because in the long run, when something like what's been going on this year, it's really taxing on the human body. Because on top of all the creative things you're feeling, how you're going about your day-to-day, it's like an overload. My note and my message today is to find time for yourself outside of music. For me, I wake up every morning and the first thing I do is I let my brain process information that isn't related to what I do and politics and what's happening in the world. As a person that has super ADD, I hyper focus on hyper detail of everything. So if it's negative, it's going to reflect later in the day with how I work. So I wake up, I try to get some food in me, even if it's like a smoothie or something. Then I go and exercise. I ride on a bike or I lift some weights, go on a walk, listen to stuff that's not related to what I know I have to do that day. I'm not a person that likes, as a mixer, to go and listen to a bunch of stuff that I'm going to work on. I like to go completely out of it. That's why I like to go fresh into things, because you're super sharp when you go at it. After exercise, I literally like to just sit with my dog and hang out, plan my moment, then go to work, get away, eat lunch, come back. Even if you have your studio at your house, leave, go outside for lunch, do something. Do not eat your lunch every single day in your studio. Obviously, you can, just don't do it every day. Get away from your surroundings. This will help you become a better mixer because it will sharpen your ears. It'll sharpen your senses when you get out of that element. and your new surroundings will help you kind of get little things out of your head. Try to give yourself half hour before you fall asleep away from movies and Netflix and TV shows and stuff, listening to music, work, and just try to just lay and focus on what you did that day and what you have to do the next day. That helps me when I'm mixing to not have to think about the things after I'm mixing. Going back to the mental health part of things and finding a passion outside of your creating. You know, a lot of people talk about, you know, how obsessive and passionate you become. When you fail, it feels like your heart was broken because you put everything into it. I've been there. I've been there a lot. And the only thing I knew I could do was get on the horse again and focus, because that's what I liked doing. It's never easy. I remember Ed Cherney telling me before he passed away, becoming a producer is probably as hard as becoming an astronaut. Now, obviously, there's some merit to that. It's difficult. It's really hard to make it as a musician, a producer, a mixer. I've been very lucky, and I've been really grateful with like the opportunities I've had in my life. Life is a journey. I was told by my mentor, David Abshire, you don't want to arrive, because when you arrive, it's over. You've arrived. You're there. There's nothing else. You want to always strive for what's in front of your best thing, what's in front of your next project. And give yourself time to rest. Take a weekend away from playing guitar, away from mixing a song, away from playing with your band. Go write a book. Go start a lawn care business. I mean, do something that's so different, because you will find that having that second hobby or second passion, it will let you breathe in to new life, and it will show and reflect in what you do. And know that you don't have to arrive tomorrow. You've got your entire life to get to that finish line, that big successful thing, that I've made it moment. And it will happen if you have the passion. You have to give yourself space to heal and rest and protect yourself, your mind, and your passion. There are organizations there to help. If you're a musician, a producer, a songwriter, piano player, a mixer, there are companies out there like the Grammys Music Cares and the Music Health Alliance in Tennessee to help you. If you're struggling, if you don't have health insurance and you aren't making it, but you were this great guitar player before the COVID thing, reach out to them. They're there to help. They will help you. People are here. This is a community that knows that struggle is real. It's a really tough time now. That's my rant today. I've been thinking a lot about this because I've been getting a lot of emails from random people just really struggling right now. They've struggled in the industry in general for a long time, and they just don't feel like they're getting anywhere. And I think there needs to be a better community with people talking with each other, helping each other. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Have a great day.